You want something reliable, easy to live with, and worth the money, not just a long list of buzzwords. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I get why you're hesitating spending a few $100s on a recliner that promises a 360-degree swivel, massage, heat, and a whole suite of extra goodies can feel like a gamble, especially when you've probably seen a few luminous room pieces that turn out to be a headache at home. When I started digging into the 360-degree swivel recliner chair, I first asked myself, how does a chair like this actually fit into a daily routine? It's not just about the tech specs, it's about whether the swivel works when you're trying to grab a remote, whether the massage actually eases a sore back after a long day, and whether the extra pockets stay organized instead of turning into a clutter dump. Those are the moments that decide if a purchase feels smart or regretful. The first thing that stood out in the product description was the claim of a full 360-degree swivel paired with a rocking motion. In a real living room, that means you can spin toward the TV without having to get up, then lean back into a gentle rock when you're settling in for a movie. I tried it in a modest two-person apartment where space is at a premium. The swivel base is smooth enough that it doesn't jerk the whole chair, but it does have a slight resistance that keeps it from rolling away when you shift weight. For someone who likes to move around while watching a game or chatting with a roommate, that smooth transition is a genuine convenience. The massage and heat functions are the next big selling points. The chair offers a built-in vibrating massage that targets the lower back, coupled with a low-level heat element. I set the massage on a medium intensity while I read a book, and the vibration felt like a gentle percussion that helped relax my shoulders. The heat was subtle, more of a comforting warmth than a sauna blast, so it didn't overheat the seat even after a 30-minute session. If you're looking for a therapeutic boost after a workout or a long day at the desk, the combo does deliver a noticeable relief, though it's not a substitute for a professional massage chair. The big seat claim matters more than it sounds. The chair is deliberately oversized, which works well for adults who need a little extra room to spread out. My height is 6 feet, and I found the seat depth and width generous enough that I could stretch my legs without feeling cramped. The ergonomic design includes a slight recline angle that supports the lumbar region naturally, so you don't have to constantly adjust cushions. For anyone who spends a lot of time in the chair, whether it's binge-watching series, gaming, or working on a laptop, the extra space reduces the urge to keep shifting around. Now let's talk about the practical extras. Cup holders and side pockets. The cup holder is positioned on the right armrest, reachable without leaning forward, which is a small but welcome feature when you're balancing a drink and a remote. The side pockets are deep enough for a tablet, a couple of magazines, or a few remotes, keeping them from falling onto the floor. In my experience, the pockets stay open enough to retrieve items quickly, but they can sag a little if you load them with heavier objects like a thick book. So for light storage they're perfect. For anything heavy you might want a separate shelf. One of the hidden trade-offs I discovered is the power setup. The chair runs on a standard plug, and the massage/heat unit draws enough power that you need a nearby outlet or an extension cord that can handle the load. In a room where outlets are hidden behind furniture, you might end up needing to rearrange cords, which can detract from the clean look. Also, the control panel is a simple remote that sits in the side pocket. It works fine, but the button layout isn't illuminated, so you have to find it in low light. If you often use the chair in a dimly lit bedroom, that could be a minor inconvenience. Another practical consideration is the weight of the unit. It's heavy enough that moving it once it's assembled is a chore. Think of a small adult with a grocery bag rather than a lightweight stool. This means you should place it where you intend to keep it from the start, because repositioning later can be a hassle. For renters who frequently shift furniture, that weight might be a deterrent. Looking at the overall rating, 3.7 out of 5 stars from over 600 reviewers, the numbers suggest a mixed bag. While there isn't a breakdown of specific complaints, a score in that range typically points to a product that satisfies many needs but falls short in a few areas. In my case, the positives, smooth swivel, decent massage, roomy seat, handy storage, outweigh the negatives, cable placement, remote visibility, weight. If you weigh those factors against what you expect, you